And welcome back. Let's take a trip to the Iron Range for a battle between two of the best hockey teams in Minnesota. A cross-class battle between two squads with just two losses, the Hilltoppers and the Blue Jackets. Two squads also with state tournament aspirations, both ranked in the top 20 of their classes. The Jackets with the first chance of the night on a 2-on-1, senior goalie Wyatt Brown showing off that flexibility with that key save. Then Cole Swanson gets a breakaway on Brown. The tender says no. He had 21 saves after that first, but in the second, Swanson wouldn't be denied, shooting it top shelf where I keep those hand warmers, Hibbing taking a 1-0 lead. Then later in that second period, Cole this time setting up his brother Tate Swanson, who sticks it right through the wickets to make it a 2-0 game. But give credit to the Hilltoppers, who rally in the third, tie it with a minute left, and this game between powerhouse programs ends in a 2-2 tie.